set for the drop of the puck, and we take you there. As the Gamblers take possession, send it over to the corner near side. It'll be played up off the glass, the length by the goaltender, and this is going to be an icing on Heil. To see that Vasily Zelenoff got the only goal of the game so far. Former Green Bay Gambler last year.
Yes, he was.
So good for Zelenoff and Wisconsin.
It was a great shot.
Yeah, you said you saw it. I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, just a really nice snipe.
Flip in the far side. And scooped up by Roosevelt. Then played by Kwajah. And a big hit in the corner by Hafley. Right on the back wall, actually. And Kwajah ends up with the puck anyway. Hafley drew that difficult check from behind. Retreat back into their own zone. Yeah, getting bodies to the net. Something that Pat McCadden talked about in the pregame as well. Stout picks it up, sends it back to Baird Gaidosh, back to Stout and into the Gambler end. This will be taken by Stout after the Caps win it in the dot. Still in the Caps' possession is Stout able to wrap it back off the back wall. Skating to it is Kwajah. Kwajah collides with a couple of Gamblers down there. That's Knutson and Drabicki. And now poking it free is Kulchin. Great job using his body there and getting the puck over to the near wall. Forced forward by Cruz Martin. Back to Stout in his own end. Off the Gambler body into the corner. Conboy got the boot. Slapped over to the near corner and played out by Stout. 3-on-3 into the zone. Lofted up off the back wall. Settles over to the near corner, and Conboy's working at it down there for the Gamblers. He's got help. It comes free right into the bottom of the slot there that time, where it's lifted out by the Gamblers. And that's a nice hit by Jete on Cover, who had his head down there that time, and that's not where you want it to be.
I thought Jete did a nice job classing the hit up and not overdoing it.
Yep, you're exactly right. He really could have took it to him right there.
Yes, he could have.
And he'd be in the penalty box.
Yeah.
This one to center ice. Grabbed by the Gamblers, working his way through his Conboy. Shot save made, tough angle stop then. Kicks out for Beanstock. Beanstock drives to the bottom of the circle. Into the slot, one chance, and it's Cats there. 11 to play, just under 11 in period number 1. Yesterday was an extremely brisk game, just about 2 hours and 20 minutes, a little less than that.
Right. This one's going to take a little longer, I think.
I would think so.
Yep.
It's hard to do that 2 days in a row. Gertis plays it to the neutral zone to Kwajah. Penalty kill unit out there for the Gamblers with Morgan Brady lifting that away. He's out there with Samuelson and O'Malley. And on the forecheck right now is Gully. Gully drops his man there. It's the center line.
I'll say that one could have...
Badgers beat Colgate back then.
Really?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do.
Wow.
You do not.
I do not.
Picked up.
So your age and wisdom has proven it again, Rosie.
I have you by a year, I think.
I know.
Age.
Big year, though.
You have me by a lot in hockey wisdom, I'm sure. Jete cuts back on the near side.
That's also debatable.
Pitsley stops just outside the blue line, sends back for Stout. Just trying to get things organized here in the 4-on-4. Brought in by Kwajah, and he's stood up. Jete hands off. Last night in the first, that period ended 1-1. This one right now, he's still got just under 5 to play in it, but so far, scoreless. Held in at the high slot by Kwajah. He'll backhand feed it deep for Pitsley. Pitsley runs into Samuelson. Samuelson gets help from Maceo Phillips, but rather O'Sullivan, but they couldn't get it out of there. Now they will. Carrying from behind the net was Harris, and he'll drive it. Kwajah tried to keep it going on that far wall. Comes back for Nolan Gertis instead.
Just getting some good pressure here. Hopefully the Gamblers can create something off of this here soon with only 4 minutes left in the period.
Right now it's going to be handled by the Caps and out. Gertis again on that play. Out there with Katz. Sure has taken that linesman a while to drop the puck. Lifted back to neutral. And played by Katz. Katz lost it as he tried to come to the right side.
Right. Just overstick him a little bit. He's trying to make that move to go outside and get some empty room.
In the first period, but good crowd today.
Very
Larger
good
than
crowd.
Yesterday. Well, you know,
did we get a report of how many came in yesterday? I was going to guess somewhere near the 3,800, $4,000.
Who was just picked out by the camera.
Enjoying the game.
Enjoying the game. He gets to see it from a different perspective this time. As it's loose on the far side. Maybe it wasn't Brady. I don't know. I'm going with Brady. Sent back to Heil. Heil picks it up there. Still scoreless here as we start this second period.
Gamblers are probably going to have to do better than they did in the second period last night in comparison here. They have to push the issue, push the envelope, and really start getting something finished.
Yeah, they're going to have to take some chances here as a 0-0 score does them no good. They need to get up front here. Start. Both of those goals even strength for Sioux City. And Madison in their own end now. Taken by the Gamblers though, and Katz has it in the corner. Katz gets some help down there from Carcone. Carcone works his way up the wall, held in by Maceo Phillips. He threw it netward, guided aside. Easily there by Heil. Turned right back toward him and getting a stick down was Kwajah. Trying to tip Carcone. Missed his stick there that time.
Looking for the guy going to the backside of the net too. That was a good try. Got to start.
That's exactly what they call it, I think.
Well, the technical term, Rosie.
Yeah, I'll figure some of those out eventually. Blocker save made and brought up high towards Stout. He's got to skate to it on the far side. Cutting it off the puck on the near wall was Kwajah, at least trying to. Keeps it in now for the Caps. Brady to it. Brady's going to be hit by a couple of Capitals. They jam against him in the corner.
Good battle sequence down here.
Yeah, it is. Cooper Snee was one of them. Yep, they pulled it out here. Hafley settles for playing that one around the board so his mates can change lines here. Now he'll do the same. 13:53 left in the second. And played back over to the far corner. Out to the blue line. Nice little move there that time by Culver to play it up the boards to himself. Kwajah turned aside by Wooten. There's a one-time chance that got partially blocked, I believe, by Conboy.
Nice job getting out to that block. Another nice block.
Yes. Sending it netward and into bodies. Jete, I think, ate that one from Brooks.
I don't think he liked the taste of it, but he ate it anyway.
Yep. That one off a leg. When we're told to clap or put our hands up in the air.
It's just trained responses.
It is.
Like I'm trying to do with my dog. He doesn't really listen to me, so Mr. Independent.
No. If only your dog were human, probably would respond better.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
Picked up by Jete. With Wooten, Jete at an angle, and that one into the chest of Heil. We're halfway into the game. Breathe a little easier now, Gambler fans, as it's an elimination game for Green Bay. Never want to be playing from behind for too long. Not at all, obviously, but O'Malley threads it up into neutral.
Came back with a hot line here. Wooten's back out there.
Yep, Conboy and Jete all together. Pitsley back up in the high slot, then off the back wall. O'Malley threw his man down to the ice. Puck reverses into the far corner. O'Malley getting a bear hug on that. Really should have been a penalty.
Yes, it should have.
O'Malley,
that should have been interference.
O'Malley had Bergeson from the time he got back up off the ice. Really just a bear hug from behind and then twisted him down. Referee clearly not looking.
They're letting him play a little bit. I got to love that as a hockey player, as a coach. It drives me crazy sometimes, but you understand. Okay, that's what you said this game's going to be.
Well, and I'm all for that, and penalties that occur in the flow of the action, that kind of thing. But
right.
Goes away from 2 and 3, just about 6.5 game minutes away as Phillips holds it at the blue. Able to shuffle it over to Beanstalk, who got around, got the corner, and stopped there by Heil. It rolls then behind the net.
Good try on the feed in front.
Prudhomme completes that look to Griva, but he's knocked off the puck. Rossovol pushed away. Here's Griva again. This is Richard's Griva. And Kwajah down behind the net. That was a hit up high there by Maceo Phillips. Got to watch it on Prudhomme. Phillips shoving again. That's one tendency Maceo has, is every once in a while taking it too far. And
door opened
up. Cheer his team on here. You got to get their heads back in the right place.
Right, and as a coach, you're sitting there. You don't want to overreact to anything,
right,
and let that leak into your players either. Now they're upset, and all of a sudden you start the old quicksand routine.
Gertis, that one tipped just wide. Comes out for Kwajah, then back onto his tape. Now for Gertis in the high slot. Now for Kwajah at the right circle. Gertis, far side, gets it back. That one may have caught the post, or did it catch?
It caught the inside post, I believe.
I thought so. I didn't know if it got the post or Bergeson's stick, but I thought it was the post. Gertis goes to get it. Kwajah back low for Bergeson. Tried the short sider and covering that post beautifully. Enriquez.
Hold it in there.
Yep. Bodies matching up here in the corner. 3 and 3. 1 minute left in the power play. It's the second power play chance for Madison. That one's another stop for Enriquez on Kwajah's chance.
Great save on a good one-timer try.
Shuffled across the intermission.
Again, those are the mistakes that you cannot make moving forward in this game. Now, hopefully they can kill this one off and get right back at it.
It'll be the third power play. I think they said roughing was the call at 20 minutes of the period. You're right. You just can't. I mean, there's no action going on. There's no reason to end up in that situation as they're heading off the ice. And we have a helmet flying off of
Yeah, to leave the ice to get it all fixed up.
Oh, good catch. Puck on the far side. Wooten finishes a hit on Kwajah, but he was smart about it as Kwajah was already down on his knees there. Been a dangerous hit. Gertis, near side for Butella. He drifts to his right, then drops it back to the goal line. Back off Gertis' stick. A rare mistake there by Gertis, and it leaves the zone on the power play.
Yeah, that pass went to the other side of him. He had to try to maneuver to his backhand side all of a sudden. That was tough to catch.
Bergeson sends far side. Dropped in then by Capel. Cut off by the Gamblers in a wide open clearing attempt, and that laser.
Mizorowski, he could do something with a rake.
Yeah, he's got to avoid the big inning when he's running out of gas, though. Out into the Gambler end. And taken up the far wall. It's all right, able to give the tickets over to my friend as that one's batted over off the glass. And chased now behind the net by the Gamblers. Finds its way to Ryder on the near side, but he's run into. And that'll be taken by Brady. No real traffic in front. Blocker stop. Roosevelt tried to glove that down. Pulled him, but reversed back his direction by Varela. Varela gets tipped by the back of the net as he tried to cut around it. Stout now on the near side. Full-scale change there from the Gamblers, and they'll work it up the far wall, up to Gully now. Gully to the center line. Under heavy pressure in the neutral zone, they'll play dump and change hockey here with 12:38 left. Played right back out. Stout turns on it. Fanned on it. And was given back to the Gamblers' Beanstalk, and they're trying to do something with it.
Gaining
on
momentum.
Samuelson's stick, skated up onto the tape of Halfley. Ferguson got double teamed there that time. Go ahead.
Our Gamblers kind of collided into each other trying to take them out, but nothing bad happened of it. Now we're back on a good attack here, hopefully. Let's go.
Now lofted in so they can get a couple of fresh bodies on, changing up the forward unit as Wooten finishes off a check. He'll head his way to the bench. Missing on a hip check, I guess that's what you'd call it, for Maceo Phillips. It was more like a rear end check. He turned his whole body around. Used to be you just slide that hip on him into the boards, and he just went backwards into the guy and missed.
I think that might have been the intention. Who knows? Might have caught a little.
Oh, wraparound chance, and Enriquez got the up in. Shot comes on, off the pillow, came right back out for Jete off the original from O'Sullivan. Couldn't turn it on net. Here's Wooten. Wooten, two men on him.
Great control.
Nice feed to Jete. Wow. You're right on, partner. Good control there that time, despite getting handled defensive. Boy, Wooten and Jete out there, the forward unit. Pushed out by the Caps. Harris leaves for a hit there that time. Slowed up Michael Tang on the far wall. Tied up now at the blue line. Conboy and Pitsley, and played back out to the Gamblers' number 6, O'Sullivan, who turned it right back to Tang. Two teams playing catch in the neutral zone. Held by Enriquez, wrapped back to the near side.
He had more time.
Shots 26-22 in favor of the Gamblers. Goal score is 1-1 on the board. Wooten will bang it off the glass. Held in by a swat from Stout, but turned away by Conboy. And Jete trying to make a move, dropped the puck back to himself, lost it. Instead, Conboy picks it up at his own blue.
You know, we've been seeing that a little bit in these last couple of games when untimely miscues with stick handling or just slides off the wrong way. Hopefully that gets under control moving forward here.
This one will slide through the top of the crease. They waved icing, and I think that surprised Heil. He made sure not to break for that puck. Let it go right through the top of his crease. And the linesman on the far side said nothing doing. Off the skate of a Gambler that hit Drabicki there that time. So, in case you're curious, if this game were to go to overtime, it's just like NHL overtimes in the postseason. It's full 20-minute sudden death overtime sessions, 5-on-5.
That's good. I wouldn't want to see a 3-on-3 when it comes to playoffs.
No. Well, let's go Gamblers chant coming up here. Man down, and Stout's chance to send it over. He was trying to hit Ferguson, and the Gamblers got a stick in the way and launched it away. Here's Kwajah. Taken away by the Gamblers, but turned over. And sent just wide near side as that one got through Carcone on the far side originally for the TO. 3:34 and counting. Lofted out of the zone and bounding all the way to the corner, and this will be circle. Samuelson won it to the corner. Played up to Jete, and he just tried to float one over for Wooten, and he missed him. 13 left. Near side Stout, under 10. And going to be held here by Enriquez, plays near side, and this is going to do it. Holding it on the wall.